Hi everyone, my name is Jason.
And I'm Lorraine.
And today's video is going to be kind of a backstory video, kind of reaction video. We're going to be watching a previous video of ours that we just posted. It was one of our newer videos on butchering a whole chicken from start to finish all in one day. And that really was a no talking video that we did. If you have not seen that video, I'll leave that link down below. But we want to share with you kind of a backstory on that video. Like, did we like the chicken that we butchered and ate in the same day? Should we have let it rest for 24 hours? Because I've heard that that's what you're supposed to do. And then we'll just kind of we'll watch it together and share with you kind of our thoughts about it. All right, let's start this. All right, this was early in the morning. I think this was around 7 a.m. No, 7 a.m.? I don't know when it was.
Sunrise.
Around there.
Around sunrise. We couldn't really tell the sun rising because it was cold that morning. It was really foggy.
Yeah, the fog was actually really nice.
Yeah.
This was going to be a really good, beautiful day. That's why we chose to butcher this chicken on this day, because of the lighting, for the camera and all that. Now I wanted to boil the water, or get the water going first thing in the morning. Get that going to about 150 degrees. And we're just doing it like how we're normally kind of butchering, but you know, we're not gonna have the easy ups. We didn't want to do all that and get crazy because we're only gonna butcher one chicken. And then I also went to the store and bought ice. That we didn't need to do, but I just did it just anyways.
I think it's out of habit because when we normally butcher chickens, we always need tons of ice.
And we have no space in our refrigerator or our freezers.
Right.
So it just made more sense to buy ice.
And a lot of people have commented that they enjoyed seeing Penelope hanging around while we were butchering, and that she was very hands-on. She normally is. We don't require her to be there. This is her home, and she's welcome to come and be as active and participating as much as she wants.
Yeah, let's pause that. And then so, if you've been watching any of these type of videos that we do, I was butchering our chickens. We don't show like the actual act of
killing
the chicken, and that's really because there's certain things you can't show on YouTube. And some people ask us all the time, how come you don't show it? How come you don't show it? And we just really can't. That's why sometimes we don't really show that much of part of that. And so we're doing it just like how we would on a normal butcher day, except it's just one chicken. And then we thought it'd be fun to butcher to pluck by hand.
Yeah, so here Penelope and I are actually plucking the bird. We've plucked a chicken before without scalding it. And this was really interesting for us because we wanted to see what the difference was if we scalded and loosened the feathers first, or if we just plucked it dry. And I have to say, hands down, scalding and loosening the feathers goes by much more quickly.
Yeah, and these are Cornish crosses, so they are very easy to pluck.
Right.
Like their feathers just fall off.
Right.
And then we weren't quite sure what to do with all the innards. We've composted the innards before. We've just threw them away. We've given them to the pigs. And so, but this time we decided just to give them to our chickens. And the chickens ate them up right away.
Yeah, they ate every piece of them except for the feet.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really nice to do all of this outside. Like, I really love the idea of having an outdoor kitchen and just being outside as much as we can. And so we're placing it here in the cooler, but it actually didn't end up staying there for very long. We actually just put it in our refrigerator.
And then this is where I'm feeding the chickens all the innards, and they ate them up. Like by the end of the day, everything was gone except for the feet.
Sage.
It was only one chicken, so you know I'm not going to feed like 30 chickens to them, innards to them. Typically, I would just compost it
or give it to the pigs.
Yeah.
I have some rosemary. Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, this is later on in the day, the chicken had already been a little bit resting in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I mean, that process in the morning probably took an hour and a half.
Total, from taking the bird from fresh grass all the way to the cooler.
Actually, it's probably a couple hours because I went to go get ice, which I didn't show in the video. And then you had to heat up the water. And then, you know, I fed the egg layers. I moved the meat chickens and filming it. So the filming adds on time to however normal time it would be. So like, you know, just getting the shots, you know, you got to move the camera. Yeah, so I would say a total maybe about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that was in the morning. And so now here it was what, around 3 or 4?
I would say it was about 3 or 4 in the late afternoon. And we're just getting the chicken ready.
Now, you had put it in the fridge.
Yes, it was in the refrigerator.
It was not in the ice for very long.
No.
Maybe like 30 minutes, and then we put it in the refrigerator.
I like putting butter on my chicken that way. I know someone had commented that the butter was just going to slide right off, and it did. And we didn't show this part, but the butter that slid right off the chicken, I used a spoon and just spooned it on over the chicken periodically while it was in the oven.
I was just going to edit it to where it just was the chicken and that's it, so you wouldn't see us making any other food.
Like grinding the einkorn.
Yeah, but I just thought I'd just go with it and just show this part also. Like this is how we grind our einkorn.
Yeah, this is our day. This really was our day.
Yeah. I mean, this was our dinner, you know.
Right.
And I really wanted it to kind of be like almost like a fly in the wall. We're showing you guys this process, little bits. And Penelope, she loves to help cooking now. She I think officially graduated from mud pies to actually making food. She's still learning.
And here we're just checking the internal temperature of the chicken, which should be around 165, and it was.
Yeah, we made some sweet potatoes and einkorn biscuits and chicken.
Right. We just wanted to keep it really simple and have the main focus be of the chicken.
So really the only thing that was homegrown on this table was the chicken.
Right.
And the herbs. And here we didn't show it because we wanted to kind of keep it as like a no talking video, kind of very natural. But we actually did film how we thought about the chicken as we were eating it, but we decided to take it out of this. So, but now, as we're talking with you guys, we're gonna let you know how this chicken tastes. So, typically, when you butcher a chicken, you want to wait and let it sit and rest for 24 hours, and that's what we always do.
And we always heard of too. We had never done it any other way, and so we were actually asking ourselves, I wonder what it would be like if we took a chicken from the farm and just ate it fresh.
So, and the reason why you wait 24 hours is because the rigor mortis.
Yeah, the rigor mortis sets in, and you could already tell right after I eviscerated the chicken, it was starting to stiffen up just a little bit. I think if we would have cooked it right then and there, it would have been perfect. But we waited, I would say like we waited until 3 o'clock until it was dinner time. And when I had taken it out of the refrigerator and when I was buttering up that chicken, you could tell it was really stiff. So and you can always tell by the legs, because the legs kind of just like stand out like that. And it was chilled, and so that helps. The rigor mortis sets in, and plus time. And so we thought, well, let's just cook it anyway. Let's see how. And this is how a lot of people did it in the past. Let's see how it tastes.
Yeah. So as we're eating it, it was tough.
It was tough. I don't know if you could tell by our faces. We're like,
I mean, it was good. It was flavorful.
Yeah.
But it was chewy. It was tough.
It was very tough.
Yeah. So, you know, we just wanted to be honest with you guys because don't want you to think that, you know, we just did it the same day and it was so delicious and great.
Right. So we highly recommend waiting at least 24 hours. Some people wait 48 hours until the bird has relaxed again. And so you can do that by just letting it just sit in a refrigerator. We usually do ice chests or coolers, and they just kind of rest and let the rigor mortis settle out. Or unless you cook it like literally right after you eviscerate it.
Yeah, like right off the bat. Don't wait. Don't put it in the fridge. Don't let it rest.
Right.
Like cook it as soon as you can.
Right.
I mean, it was good. But...
It was good. The flavor was good, but I think that the meat was just a little too tough for us.
A lot of people were asking, like, how much did that chicken weigh? And we never weighed the chicken. I mean, it was a pretty big chicken.
It was a big bird.
I would say it was at least 6 pounds.
Yeah.
I would say at least 6. But we enjoyed this style of video. I think some of you guys really enjoyed it also. It was just something a little bit different than we normally do.
It was like a fly on the wall type style video.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do more of these. Yeah, there's some days I don't even want to talk in front of the camera. I just do not want to do it. Like for me, I like the creativity of it. I like the different shots and using the different lenses that I have and getting the different sounds. I like all those things. So if I could just do that, I would be perfectly happy and not talk. Because sometimes I also think like you don't necessarily need to talk. You know, you could just listen and watch. So yeah, we don't normally butcher one chicken at a time. You can do that, but for us, we like to do a bunch all at once. So we have 5 more left, and we're gonna do all those all at once in one day coming up this week. But I appreciate you guys watching. Just a little backstory on that video. I'll leave that link to that video so you can watch the entire thing down below in the show notes. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.